This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed singer, actress, dancer, model, digital creator. She does it all, the one and only Lady Lou. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek of Lady Lou's incredible talent.
You came to me in black and white. At first, I saw despair. But then I took a second look and saw amazement there. A loved one coming up the path to visit you did come. A long-awaited reunion after 2021. The glistening sparkle in your eyes, it told me there was love. Or was it heavenly angels that you saw from up above? Either way, your eyes do tell the deepest of desire. Your hand there rested on your head. It really does inspire. So when I see your picture, I don't see someone feeling blue. I see you. You're my stranger, and you're beautiful. It's true. Best wishes for 2022. Lots of love and luck from me, Lady Lou.
Well, hello, Lady Lou. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Will. How are you?
Lady Lou, doing so much better now that we are finally connected. You are in Kent. I am in New York City. This is what I love about this app, connecting artists from all over the world. But I want to begin first and foremost with what the audience has got a little sneak peek of you in. It was a digital, well, why don't you describe what it was? A beautiful project.
It was really lovely. And so it's a digital present from a stranger. And the producer basically sent us through photographs of one another. We didn't know who we were talking about. We didn't know who we would, the photos we would receive. And the idea is to basically say something really nice and positive about that person, and send them well wishes for 2022 now that, you know, things are opening up a little more. And I got my photo through, and you know, it just, whatever came to mind, whatever spoke to me. So me personally, I decided to write a poem because that's just what I'd kind of thought of. And yeah, it was brilliant. And it was so nice to be able to give that gift to someone else as well.
Well, what a beautiful sentiment to also carry on with, especially in a time today when we've all been forced to, I think, be still and investigate really what matters in life. And kindness and gratitude seems to be two of the things that have been coming up with many of the artists that I've spoken with. And I love the fact that the project's main goal was, you know, just in a show don't tell way, the power of kindness, and that we can all do it on a daily basis. I love,
absolutely.
I love it. Now, Lady Lou, speaking of gratitude, I am grateful that we are speaking because, my gosh, are you a major talent? You do it all, and people can see based upon you know, everything I've been able to research on your socials. You really do it all. But I want to know first and foremost, where were you born, and when did you realize that you had such an amazing singing talent?
Well, thank you for that, first of all. And so I was born just outside of West London, in a place called Ashford, not very big at all. But I was fortunate enough to have parents that both did very much amateur performances on stage, and sung and acted and danced as well. So I kind of think from a very young age, I was exposed to that. And actually, my mum always turns around and says, you could sing before you could speak. So I was humming along and you know, doing little bits when I was really young. And I have some old videos on cassette. I'm showing my age.
Oh, please, I got them too, baby.
And so, yeah, so I can see all those back when I was so young. And I think really when I kind of got to about 10 was when I started to do music festivals and competitions and things like that, and in a kind of serious way that almost told me how good I was. I hate talking about
no
that
I'll let you. I'll finish it for you. I think it was when you got in front of an audience, you heard the response, the immediate response from an audience, but then you started to hear from other people outside of your family after the performance,
yeah,
how good you were. And
Yeah,
I
and
think
the medals were just a bonus as well. So
where are the medals today? Are they still with mom?
I have them stashed in my loft or attic, I think you guys call it, at the top of my house in a big box somewhere. And I know I should probably display them, but it's, you know, the modesty in me says no, just leave them there just for you.
Little old Broadway director Will from New York says, I think that you should have an ego wall, a wall or just a little part in your home where it can be hidden away, but it's out and about, where all your awards are, just so once in a while you can just look at it and be like,
It sounds like a plan. I might well do that.
I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. Now, obviously, after 10 years old, you went on and became an amazing singer, actress, dancer, model. You do it all. I want to know of the singing during quarantine. Were you able, and how were you able to continue to put, you know, your singing talent out there? What was it within you that helped spark, you know, that flame within you to just keep going?
So I have a connection with a secondary school nearby. I think you guys call it middle school or high school, around about 11 years up, 11 to 18 years old. And obviously, I think all around the world that there have been children who have been massively impacted by mental health in the recent times. So I performed one Christmas for them as part of their kind of school pantomime. And they reached out to me and they said, will you kind of do a reprise of the song that you sang? And, you know, can we send that out to our students? And I got in my bathroom upstairs and I sung it into my bathroom mirror, just, you know, recording on a phone or what have you. And the messages that came through from that were unreal. And I think that just gave me what I needed, the kind of kick to just carry on, just hang in there. You know, you'll get back out there at some point. You'll be able to kind of connect with audiences again. It's just going to take a little time. And, you know, it has, but it was amazing. The amount of messages I got. Thank you so much. That reminded me of happier times. You know, I can't wait till maybe see you again, meet you again one day. And yeah, it was really a blessing.
I love the fact that during quarantine, these are just two of the instances, but it seems like your true essence in your makeup of kindness and love and gratitude truly showed their colors. And the fact that you've been able to do it through your poetry, your acting, your singing, you know, I see some of these photos of you modeling. Again, it's just you exuding your talents through a filter of love and light. And we need more Lady Lou's out there, because I think sometimes, you know, we live in a world where the arts, people are always trying to push divisiveness or anger, and of course, and there's a world for those emotions, but you choose a different route. And especially with those kids, I keep thinking about those kids as little Lady Lou's. Lady Lou's who were 10 years old, just like yourself, trying to figure out what and who they were. And I want to just first, before I ask my final question, remind everyone for more on the incredible Lady Lou, who's going to have some big news in the coming months. I know it. Oh, I don't know. A little birdie told me. So please follow and keep in touch with Lady Lou with all of the links below. Lady Lou, speaking of younger self, if you could give advice to any artists out there, especially artists, because we have a lot of viewers who watch these interviews all over the world, any advice for those artists who may be having trouble right now lighting that spark within them, keeping their chin up, their faith alive? What advice would you give to them, Lady Lou?
I think you just need to keep going, because ultimately what you need to remember is that, yes, we might well not ever go back to what was, but there'll be a new normal out there. There'll be a new future out there, and everyone still fits into that. And ultimately, I think what's really important is that what we've learned as a whole earth, a whole, you know, globe, not just country by country. I think what we've learned is that actually when we come together and when we pull together, we can do something really special. And you just need to keep going and just pull together and just do what you love, and then everything will be okay.
Are you trying to get me all teary-eyed, Lady Lou? I think we're going to be adding TED Talk speaker in the years to come because you are so inspirational, so talented. Lady Lou, I'm so excited you're joining this amazing new app, connecting artists with their fans and fellow artists all over the world. But also, I'm so grateful that we're now connected, Lady Lou. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Will. I really appreciate it.